So today's October the 17th. We're out here working on a little project today. I'm going to just put up a pretty simple outdoor shelf for some of my polymer terracotta pots and some other potted plants I have. If you've seen my mango seed video, I still have my mango in its terracotta pot, and basically, as you can kind of see, maybe you can't because a little bit of clouds are coming out, the sun, which typically rises directly east, is right to my left. It's starting to rise a little southeast as the fall moves in, and there's less and less sunlight in my backyard every day, which is obscured by my home. And so I kind of want to get a raised shelf a little bit to put some of these pots on so they can sit in the sun longer. I think it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock right now, and the sun is slowly closing in on my backyard, and I'm thinking that I've got this 8-foot long board here that's got some waterproof resistant stain on it. I'm going to set it up right here. And just to kind of show like another reason why I'm doing this, little spoiler alert on a future video project I'm working on, this is a polymer terracotta pot full of cilantro. And when it sits on the ground like this, it's really killing my grass. And so just to give the lawn a break, I'm gonna get it up on this shelf. It's gonna be mutually beneficial. It'll get more sunlight and my grass will get a break. So over here, I have these kind of like, they're wall hangers. I think they're supposed to be used for indoors, but I'm using them outdoors. And I've taken my measurements. I have this 8-foot garden bed here, and I have an 8-foot board. I think it's gonna look nice and symmetrical. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put my wood screws. I'm just using like 1-inch wood screws. And there's these very thin fence post boards and then a support beam behind it. And I'm just going into the beam to anchor it properly. So hold this one up straight. Looking nice. There we go.
Beautiful.
Looks great. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So just going right about there. Looks great. A little tight there. I want to kind of level that out. And super easy project. Got my stain shelf right here. Just have to decide which side I want up. Doesn't really matter because this thing's going to get water all over it from my plants and being rained on. Doesn't have to look pretty. And we're going to just snap that into place.
That looks awesome.
Boom. Gonna want to kind of even it out. Love it.
That looks
Got our
awesome.
nice polymer terracotta pot full of cilantro here. I just pop that bad boy down. Looks great. You want to come get a close-up shot of this? Love it. Love the way that looks. For those of you who've seen my mango video, here is, I don't know what day it is since I planted this, but it was planted on July 27th. Today's October 17th, so you can do the math. He's been hanging out outside since I made my how to grow a mango from a mango seed video. And we're just gonna set him down right here. Obviously, these mangoes can't withstand the freeze of winter. So he's coming inside eventually once it gets a little colder, but today it's probably 80 degrees right now. I think it was about 60 this morning, so it's not like it's warm. If you come in a little closer, you can kind of see some new growth from my old video. There is kind of some new shoots coming out on that mango, so he likes living outside, and now he lives on this. And I think possibly I may also kind of install an additional buffer here to try to keep some of this stuff from tipping over. I'm not really sure what I can do, because obviously if this falls, it will break. But for the time being, I'm gonna also bring out some additional polymer terracotta pots for some future projects. As you can see from my bed over here, I have a ton of sweet potatoes, and I'm thinking about doing some sweet potato cuttings to keep these alive over winter. And I will have my sweet potato cuttings in a polymer terracotta pot up here. May also plant some pumpkin seeds. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because it's gonna freeze soon. in 2 months they won't be doing good inside or outside. So super simple project. I think it adds a lot of life to our backyard, and especially when we have some hanging vines off of it, it will look a lot cooler. One more spoiler alert, this is my avocado seed that I've been growing from, well, obviously from seed, clearly, since July the 27th. And he's gonna go join the mango and the cilantro out on the outdoor shelf when I pot him. I'm not exactly sure how long I'm gonna keep him in the water, but he was once just a little seed and he has really gone bigger. So when I'm ready, he will join the other guys outside.